All right. This is one of the classic games I really like to play on occasion. It's the Oregon Trail Deluxe. Some of you may remember playing it on your Apple or PC, but this is the Deluxe version, which allows you to play with a mouse. Now, you'll see that I like to play as a farmer named Cletus, and of course I name all my other players with their ailments, common ailments. And you see I set myself up for a farmer, 100 pounds of food and all that, but you'll see why as we get into this. Wonderful 100 pounds of food. Tasty. And of course we're minimalist except for the 3 sets of clothing, which you'll see why later. Now we always like to take off on April because March is a little bit too early. If we go like July, August, it gets to be too late because it's often too hot. And we're starting off in Independence, Missouri with all that stuff. We will be making one change, and that is our pace. We leave our rations at filling, but we are going to go at a grueling pace because we got to get there as soon as possible. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get to a hunt. And right off the bat, we're going to shoot a bison. And you see we can only take 200 pounds back at a time, but it'd be a shame if we could take, I can't take all 500. So we make it to the Kansas River crossing. We're going to pay $5. We save money. We're going to live the large life. Splurge a little. Live it. We'll continue on. Make another stop to hunt. Little bunny rabbit. Little deer. And our friendly bison. Oh, another bison, but we only need one. We can only take back one. Because we can only take 200 pounds back. Stupid game. Moving, moving, moving. Lots and lots of moving. And we're at the Big Blue River crossing, and we only have 2 choices here, but we can't ford it, so we're going to caulk it and go. Praying that we make it. DIY jobs don't always work. Trust me. There we go. We safely crossed it. And we're moving, moving, moving. Lots of hunting, moving. And there's our friendly bison again. Hi, shoot me. Make me food. Time to go. We haven't reached Fort Kearny, which, oops, hit it too late, but got a couple friends in Fort Kearny, which, well, actually it's now called Kearney, Nebraska. For the sake of this, they're not there now, so we're just going to keep on going. And, of course, we're going to try to stop and hunt, and there's our friendly bison right there. Accidentally hit the hunt button. Found some spare parts, which were good on wagon tongues. And here we go. Measles got a fever. And in celebration of that, we're going to go on. And there's our friendly bisons offering themselves for food. Get a couple days rest in here. We'll just cut through it and just keep on going. We did rest, though. We've reached Chimney Rock, and just double check. Measles still has a fever. Everyone else is doing fair. We're going to keep on going. But he's well again. Now, Broken Leg is sick with a typhoid fever. And, of course, in tradition, we are going to hunt. Thank you for your sacrifice, Mr. Bison. Keep on going. Going. Now we've reached Fort Laramie. Gonna rest for 5 days, but that's often what a rest period looks like. It's rather boring. Wish we could just rest faster. But Broken Leg is well again. That's good news. Keep on going. Think about some of my favorite trail songs, and the only ones I could think of are the ones that I'm making up of. So we're gonna hunt real quick, and there's our friendly Mr. Bison. But we do have an elk here too, which if we didn't have the Mr. Bison sacrifice right off, we would have gotten Mr. Elk, and Mr. Elk is just as tasty. But we also found some wild fruit that adds to our stockpile. We've made it to Independence Rock now, and keep on going. And we're gonna hunt again. Mr. Bison offering his sacrifice again. There's another one just in case we missed the first one, which I doubt, but we did a little rest period here too, just to get ourselves a little bit fair again, but we kept on going, and now we're at South Pass, and now we always take shortcuts. Always do shortcuts, especially when you're in a rush to get there. Because then you have more time to hunt. And there's Mr. Bison again. As you can see now, we're up to a half-ton worth of food. That's better than what we started off with. We have 10 times the amount that we started with now. We have a half-ton. And we're going to go for more. There's an elk, and that's our first elk. 202 pounds, I believe, or 292 pounds. We made it to the Green River crossing. We'll take the ferry because, you know, we've got a little bit of money. We can splurge a little bit. Rather uneventful journey. I did lose my stuff once when I played on a previous run where the ferry tipped over, and wasn't good, to say the least. I lost quite a bit, all for $5. And then of course here we go, we're gonna get another elk here. Being a little stubborn, we get one. 235 pounds worth. As we keep on going. We've reached soda strings. We rest a little bit. Measles as well again, because Measles got the measles. Imagine that. He got sick of himself. As we hunt again, looking for the elusive food. Okay, maybe not so elusive. Because, I mean, those oxen just, or not oxen, but those bison just keep on walking up, offering themselves for sacrifice as we reach Fort Hall and keep on moving. And, of course, no grass for the oxen, and no water. Oregon Trail was real rough. As we can see, Broken Arm got bit by a snake. And when we do that, now we got bear. Lovely, lovely bear. And there's another one. Yeah, you're better off shooting 2 there if you can, because bear in this Oregon Trail Deluxe don't weigh as much. And we're getting down to very poor health. And somehow we upgrade ourselves back to poor health. And back down to very poor. So we're going to rest for a little bit. But we make it to Snake River Crossing after that rest period. And here's where we're going to use 3 sets of clothes to hire an Indian to help us. And as you can see, we put our life in his hands. And we make it over safely. As we keep on moving. I always play as a nudist team here too, because, you know, unfortunately it makes us more prone to things like broken legs. But hey, more hunting. As Mr. Bison offers his sacrifice again. But we keep on going. Keep on moving to the next fort. And we find some wild fruit. We're at about 1,600 pounds now of food. I say we're doing pretty good. Making it to Fort Boise. Stop for another hunt here shortly. Oh, strong winds. We're going to hunt. There's some elk and there's a bison. We're going to get the bison. Because the bison have by and large been the friendliest to go shoot me. I offer my food, my meat. I taste good. Ted Turner said so. That's why he's got a chain of, well, the late Ted Turner anyway, he's got a chain of restaurants that serve up bison. Must say I've never had one. And we've reached the Blue Mountains. Now we've got a decision to make, which I will always tell you what the decision is going to be here. Not sure exactly why we're stopped here, but we'll continue on, and we are going to continue on to the Dalles. Now, the funny thing, too, is you saw me play last on American Truck Simulator as we hunt here again, but the Dallies is a real place where you can actually take your tractor trailer over to the Dallies if you want to make any deliveries there, or if you want to pick up any deliveries there. Kind of interesting, to say the least. Feels like I'm playing the Oregon Trail in a semi-truck in that case. As we make to the Dallies here, we're going to get a customary rest period just so that we take ourselves out of poor health and that we really and truly arrive in good health. You see here we're sitting at about 1,700 pounds worth of food. We'll run this rest period here and contemplate the entire journey that we had to make about how measles got the measles, and that had to have been tough for those. And here we're gonna take a raft down the river. You could take the toll road, but it's not as fun, especially when you've been taking the trail all along here. But this gets to be a little interesting. I mean, it's actually not that hard considering. You just have to avoid these rocks. As we float along. Floating along the river. Somewhere someone's playing a banjo. Thinking deliverance. Or not. But we're almost there. Couple more pulling up on shore. And congratulations, you have reached the Willamette Valley. As you see, we have scored pretty high, and we are on the list of legends. Actually, on the list of legends twice. Because we're just that good at Farmer. Thank you for following along with me playing the Oregon Trail. If you like it, please click like and click subscribe. Thanks again. Have a good day.